Callum, are you ready for me to run off a bunch of genres at you to try and describe this really
Uh,
interesting thing that I'm playing
yeah,
at
I
the minute?
remember you trying to do this on the show, and it was lengthy. So yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so this is Shadows of Doubt. This is an early access game, very clear off the bat. It is a immersive sim, procedurally generated immersive sim detective simulator slash crime solving game.
Right.
And it's super interesting. It's very much early access. Like, it feels like they've got a lot of systems
Yeah.
and are like starting to work out how to piece it all together. And
Also, like voxel art, which you can throw in as well.
so like the voxel art kind of reminds me a lot of I forgot this last time, Cloudpunk, that kind of voxely cyberpunk game. But yeah, like I actually really like how it looks, especially when they do like the weather effects and stuff like that. Like it starts to look really cool. So the kind of the easiest way to do this is to start showing off bits of this. So I've skipped the part where you procedurally generate a world, and I'll just quickly show a world. In this case, is these 3-4 city blocks,
Right.
basically.
Okay.
It procedurally generates that. It procedurally generates a bunch of companies, a bunch of people, a bunch of different things, and you also generate a character. I can't remember if the character has traits or not. I don't think they really do, but basically procedurally generate a character as well. And then you just start solving crimes. So this is the sandbox mode. There's like a slightly scripted like tutorial mission.
Yeah,
Which
I
kinda
was gonna
teaches
ask
you
this,
bits.
but I assume they have to tell you how to like
Yeah.
solve crimes and stuff.
I was
like
going to
that,
show the
so-
tutorial, but the tutorial is like a little. It takes a while to get going, so I'm just going to do this. So we're in the town hall. This is the town hall of
Sure.
the city.
Impressive looking building.
Yeah, and then there's a job board. So let's try and see if we can find a. I don't know if any of these are actually
Work
gonna be...
available for discrete individuals.
Oh
is a
yeah,
good-
yeah. Discrete individuals, photography required. But you don't have a camera. Outsourced arrest required. Biota Enforcer Division. Handcuffs required. Work available. Public humiliation. No questions asked. No questions answered. Okay. So I've done something like this before, so I kind of know what's going to happen here. So I'll just take this job and then...
What? So what is the? I don't actually understand what this is saying. Hang on.
So-
Business-related concerns require investigation. Oh, it's like literally investigation, right? Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
So yeah, it's worth saying you're a PI. You're not like a cop. So you get a bunch of work of various
Yeah,
degrees
you're
of...
private individuals. Yeah. That's-
Yeah. So the other interesting thing is like this interface is like the core of a lot of the game. So you get a straight up pin board, and you can take anything that's highlighted in any of these items and turn it into its own into its own pin. So there's a phone number. The phone numbers get added to a separate thing. But now I have this job listing on the board, and I can pin it and unpin it and do all this kind of stuff. So
Can
there
you
go.
can you draw like string between things?
Oh
Is
yeah,
that
100%.
Oh yeah, good.
That's a big part of it. So we're going to do this, and we're going to dial, and we're going to take the number from here. I am here about the job, yes. Sun Parade, we sit in with the Gemsteader. I don't know what that is. Ask about Berg. Okay. So again, the important thing here is like all of this is generated. None of this is scripted. They generated a bunch of people. Like it's worth saying, the city directory. Oh, hang on. If I look in the city directory, like these are all like people.
Oh,
right?
generated, yeah.
Yeah, and there's
procedural
like
generated.
company names, and there's all this stuff, and you can call like
Wow.
you can call anyone.
Scarlet Butterburger is good. I like
and any one of
that.
these things, you can pull up their file. You can pin them.
Wow,
You
Jesus
can pin them to the
Christ.
board. You can create a new custom connection between two things that's green and do all that kind of stuff.
Oh,
Like,
jeez. Oh, okay.
I don't know how you remove.
There's a lot
connection.
more.
Remove. But a lot of this stuff is automated, like so, and I'm sure we'll get into that. But like, it's pretty involved. Like there's a lot happening here. So we need to go to Sun Parade. So let's bring up the. Oh nope, map. Now this is one thing I will say off the job. This bit of it is really annoying. Oh, okay, there you go. So there is a Sun Parade is just straight up marked in the map. One time I used this world, I was looking for something, and I could not figure out where it was. And it's actually this little square here. which is unmarked.
Oh, I see.
So some of the maps a little bit. So the small area.
Map can be it's early access. So
it's early access, like a lot of it. So we're going up and then second right. So we're gonna go out here. And again, like the context stuff at the bottom is really good, where it's like it'll show you if I stand here. There'll be a better way of doing it probably. So if you stand here, you can see all the interactions show up at the bottom. So there's a food thing and there's an object you can pick up.
Oh, I see. Right. Okay.
And that gets pretty involved at points. So let's go. What's this? Person. Sun parade. So there should be somebody sitting here with whatever a gemsteader is. Got a little flashlight. Is it you? I'm assuming it's you.
Because that's not conspicuous at all, just going up
to
the
man
guy
in
with
the
a
trench coat,
flashlight in his face. Yeah.
Talk to. Are you Berg? Yes, I did.
What's a gemsteader?
I don't. Is it a jacket?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe the thing in his hand. Any seal an important document will be in a sealed red and brown envelope. Leads for the target around this briefcase. Take it. Where's the briefcase? Are you going to give me your briefcase? Oh, okay. And we've also picked up a murderer on the scanner. That's cool.
Okay, the only thing that I've found on the internet about gemsteader is a person on the community page for Shadows of Doubt being like, I don't understand what a gemsteader is.
There you go.
So, okay, something they've clearly made up.
Where did he put the suitcase? Oh, is that the suitcase? Is he hidden the suitcase? Is that what this is?
Sure, for discretionary purposes.
Potentially. So again, if you go to your board at any point, it's got all the cases that you've got running up here. You can see, and we'll get to the resolution in a little bit. Ooh. Oh, there we go. Now I've got the briefcase. I don't know what happened there. Open the briefcase. It's giving me a telephone number. That's it. It's giving me a telephone number. Okay. Locate and steal the item for the marked secret envelope. Okay. So now I can just. I don't need that.
Oh no, the briefcase is just useless.
It's just useless now. I'm gonna stay in here because the cold thing is really annoying. Actually, like it's the one thing I will say. It's because it makes your very
vision
shaky
do this,
like that, and I can't get around that. So what we can do is we've got a phone number. So you can't reverse look up phone numbers. Well, not entirely. So we're gonna just So again, so here's the person we're looking for, which currently knows an unknown citizen, and we have this phone number. So let's see what this phone number is.
Do you know what that phone number relates to?
Nope,
or
not
it's
necessarily.
Just a phone number?
It's just a phone number. Maybe it's them, maybe it's not. Who knows? You gonna do anything?
This is great content.
I know. We're just staring at this telephone. Well, that's really annoying.
Happened? Like, is this a situation that can happen? Like, what happens now? Like, what do you do?
So what do you do, right? So let's have a look and see do we know anything about. So sometimes you'll get some stuff about the citizen, right? So we know that they're 20. Average build. We have a telephone number that is associated.
What is their
with them.
telephone number? Okay, sure.
And they have a partner with the first name of Wuzhao. So let's see that. Let's look up the city directory.
Oh, you can find Wuzhao, I guess. Yeah.
So, hold on. City directory.
Is there a first name was Wuzhao, or
I don't know.
First
name Wuzhao. So that doesn't really help us because
if the first name is W, then
yeah, exactly. Like
which is uncommon, to be honest. You might get lucky because none of these are W.
Yeah, I know, but like this is ABC, and like there's one there.
There's a W. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch.
There's another one.
We're not going to get in there.
Yeah.
So I only know this because
why is there a dice? Why is there a dice next to the phone?
There's not a lot of dice hanging around. I've never figured this out, but you can.
Okay, you can just have dice. Okay.
So while we're talking about inventory, the other thing you have here is your inventory. So I can just get rid of this drop. Don't care. This button in particular is a bit. There we go. So the things you have. Let's go back here.
Money, your fists, a watch.
So I've got punch, where I can counter and punch. I have a
Wait,
watch.
do people actually like step to you? Like, do you have to fight people?
Oh yeah.
Okay, sure.
I've got a watch, which just shows the current time, and then I've got a fingerprint scanner, which is real handy. And I wonder if I can just do it on stuff in here. So if I the fingerprint system's actually really interesting. So you can see actually there, like, I don't know if this comes across on the way I'm streaming, but you see there's little fingerprints.
Yeah.
So if I hover over a fingerprint, it'll scan, say, okay, you get fingerprint type A. So what that means is, you know that if you find another fingerprint type A, you know it's the same fingerprint. You don't know who it is
Right,
or what it is,
sure.
but you can
just
start,
know that these are the same fingerprints.
Yes, you can start drawing associations.
Yeah, you can start being able to be like, this person was here because...
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
Okay.
So the thing I would know here to do, and I only know this because I've done a couple of these now, one of the ways that you got this phone number is... Actually, maybe we can just do it. Do I have any money? Because I need to...
Yeah, 30-something? 90-something,
credits.
right?
Yeah, okay. I'm going to buy a lockpick kit. Lockpicks in this game are everything. They're incredibly
Wait, so what's your plan? You currently have 0 leads. Like...
So what I can do is I know that in the basement of most buildings, there's a telephone exchange. And what you can do is if you go into the telephone exchange, and I just made that call there, right? I can go into the telephone exchange and see which building that call got routed to, even though nobody picked up.
Oh, I see.
Except that's the telephone exchange there, this box at the end of this hallway.
Except there's lasers.
Except, and it tells you like, hey, you are fucking trespassing. I also say the map here, real good. If I just bring up the map, the more you explore, like it starts filling in.
Oh, it highlights stuff. Okay,
bits of the and you can say like, hey, you're definitely not supposed to be
Resident Evil remake or whatever.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. So you can tell that there's two security items in there. So normally what you can do with security, you see these red cables that run around?
Yeah.
You can usually, and I don't want to do it because I'm going to get seen immediately, but normally if you trace those red cables back, there will be a security box somewhere that you can open up and disable for a little bit.
Right.
Or, if you look at the map again, how's it lost me? There's. See this blue line here? That's an air duct. So you could air duct your way in to there. So actually, let's see where that air duct goes. It's probably that air duct here.
But you're just gonna get seen by the thing anyway, right? Like
potentially. But let's just see where this goes.
There it is.
Hi. Let's see. So I can get in here. And then if I
Sprite equals desktop name. Oh, okay, this is early access.
There's a thing. I changed the default crouch was not control, and I changed the control, and it just completely isn't able to show that icon anymore. I don't know why. So if I show this, can I just pull up the map here? Yeah, okay. So it's this one here. That's outside.
You're outside.
So it's this one here. Oh, it's like there's not actually a way in. You can just see in.
Yeah, it's stuff in.
That's really annoying. Okay, so instead what we'll do is, because that's going to be forever, and...
Do you not then just have to go to a different building, do the same call?
I could do that, yeah. You know what? That's a much better idea. Let's go to a less secure
that maybe
building.
Doesn't have laser security on their fucking telephone exchanges.
Trying to break into the city hall, probably not a good idea. So let's take...
pick some random like apartment building or something.
Yeah, let's do that. So let's take this one here, for instance. This one here. The Bellow Suites. Okay. Let's just go down to the basement, see if we can actually get access to the telephone exchange. So there's your security box. You can see a lot of the red lines going to here. So you can hack this padlock, open that up, start disabling alarms and things like that. I'm going to presume it's in there because it's got a big fuck off. This one as well? Yeah, okay. So let's just deal with the security system here. And if not, we just run. Gonna fuck off. Okay. Gonna wait for you to turn away. There you go. So now it's mentioned that, like,
that's lock level, not percent chance. Okay, sure.
Yeah. Okay. That's the security.
Oh.
That's the security level.
That's really, this voxel art makes this look really cool. Like,
yeah, it's got a real good look to it.
Cool looking thing.
Okay, so now I've got access to that. I need to lockpick this as well. Get in here. And yeah, so that's the telephone router. Okay, cool. Let's go make a phone call.
So now,
wait,
go make a phone call.
Cool. Close that. So like all of these systems working together is actually kind of incredible. Like the idea that it's building.
The fact that that all works and it's consistent as well, like between buildings and stuff, and this is all procedural is kind of crazy. It just means that like the core rules, I guess, are like
totally. And but like
fundamentally set.
And like by procedural, I'm just realizing I might not actually have a phone in here, which is really annoying.
Why wouldn't you if you had a phone exchange? Like,
I mean, every individual apartment has a phone.
Like go break into someone's apartment.
Okay,
like,
that was gonna be plan B, but we're just going for it.
Just do it. Like fuck it. I don't know how you know they're not home or whatever. But
you knock on the door is probably the thing.
Ah, of course.
Let's get under.
The security system's off. You turned it off.
I'm making sure it's off for all of these, because sometimes it's per floor.
Yeah. Okay, it seems like there's no one in there.
Okay. Yeah, definitely locked. Okay. Oh.
Oh.
Okay, there's people. Just making sure that nobody can see me. Let's see here. Hello. One of these people just walks into the door I'm trying to pick.
Yeah.
God, how many people are in? How many people live in this fucking apartment?
It's like one of those like clown car stairways where they keep going to the bottom and ended up at the top again. And just walking around the loop. Okay.
So you can see at the top left, my legal action, my fine is getting higher and higher.
Yeah. Already, just to investigate this, you've had to break into 2 separate, like, rooms of a building. Phone. Just to use a fucking phone, like, hammer.
Like, again, there's probably an easy way of doing this.
Ah, yeah, there you go. That was it. That's it. Back. The blue thing, right?
Yeah, okay. Telephone, dial. Where was the phone number? This phone number.
They're gonna answer this time.
I know, right? Still nothing.
Nah, okay, right. Fine,
So
good enough.
Yep. And then they've also got an address book, but these address books are very much like local to that person. So that's a useful way of getting leads, where it can be like, oh, who's this person that they're doing? No, I can't. Okay. I was gonna say, can I relock the door? Okay, let's go back in. Hopefully the security hasn't come back yet. Nope.
So now you go to the phone exchange, and that'll show you where it got routed.
Which building it's gone to.
Okay.
Still trespassing. View call logs. So I made that call 2026 from...
It's like 101,
outgoing.
I think?
Outgoing, there we go.
That's all 20 hours ago. There, that one. There you go.
That one, too. So it's the Manning building. So I can just hit this, pulls up the Manning building, pin that to my board.
Good. That's useful.
Get the fuck out here. And then let's go see where that is.
But right, okay, but you see, you don't know what building that was going to, but you still don't know if that's like useful or related, right?
So, but now I go to the Manning building, and then reverse the telephone exchange, see which apartment it went to in the Manning building.
Oh, because it'll be an ingoing.
Because there'll be an ingoing call there and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, right, okay.
So like that's kind
very
of
clever. That's actually very smart. Yeah.
So that's how this kind of system works. I've seen a bunch of different. Hello. What's up? Occasionally people will just give you the side eye, and I'm not entirely sure if it's related or not.
I mean, people are like that, right? Like
yeah, true. So
all these other like active buildings, right?
Yes.
Are they things like?
They
do?
So this is this is a cafe, right?
Okay.
Where's the entrance? Here we go. This is a cafe, so I can just go in here. And one of the things you can do if you go up to the people who run...
Just shine a flashlight in their eyes.
Oh, yeah, sorry, that's behind the till. So you can just go up to these people and be like... So you can see they've got like security camera areas, right?
Wow.
Yeah. So let's go talk... Oh, and also everyone you can pull up their thing.
Unknown citizen.
Don't know this eyes, but you now know what he looks like. So sure.
Yeah.
You can talk to them and be
I like that. Just knowing what they look like is like 30% of their profile. Like
so there's like they kind of classify important ones. They classify like photo, name, voice, and fingerprint as like primary.
Those are the important ones. Yeah.
That's. So you can do things like, hey, I just want to buy something because you need to buy food. You need to keep yourself hydrated, all that kind of stuff. You can ask them about themselves. You can start lying to them. Just have you seen or heard anything unusual? This has got me a couple of times where it's been like, oh yeah, there's a dude in here about this thing. You can show them photos to see if they've seen a person. Can I just bribe you for the door code in here? Like, say you need in the security to see if somebody's been here. That's also a thing you can just do. Opening hours. Can you give me your fingerprints? If you get any spare change when things get real dire, you know, that kind of stuff. And all this stuff like works. They all have every employee. Actually, if I just bring this up again, you can see in our citizen that we're looking for, they have a workplace, they have a job title, and they have work hours. So one of the things I did was I was trying to track this person down. I knew their work hours, and I needed to get in their house. So I just waited for them to go to work and then broke in their house, and it all worked, right? Like, it was all like, it was on schedule.
Oh, because then you would have their working hours and
you're guaranteed they're not in their apartment. You can go in and get their stuff.
Right, you can go in and use their phone, look at their hammer.
So so that's that's one of the types of cases you can get, is just like track this person down and take an envelope from them. So the last time I did a thing like this, I got their name and their where they worked. That was all I had. So I went to their office, found their desk, hacked their computer to get their phone number, did the reverse telephone number to find their apartment, waited for them to go to work, broke into their apartment, stole the envelope, and they never knew I was there. And I finished the task.
Jeez, okay.
Like, it's that kind of stuff, right? So one of the other types of cases you get, like the murder case we got, for instance. So I'm going to switch to the murder case here just to show this thing. So the two things, I need to very quickly go back to the town hall for a second, which I have now forgotten where it is.
Murder case resolution form.
Yeah, I am a sucker for like
bureaucracy.
Weird bureaucracy and like fantasy things like this, like stuff like Control, which is like, here's all these paperwork about this fucking weird shit.
Yeah, here's all these the forms about that.
Yeah, like, please don't steal my mug while this malicious fridge is trying to kill everyone, like that kind of shit. Love it. So in terms of the murder cases, what you have to do is grab one of these forms. So we've already got some details. So it's the murder of Eden Deadeye, and basically here's the resolution form, right? Full name of the killer. You get 1,000 credits if you get that. Lose 100 credits if you don't have that one there. You can optionally arrest them, like you can buy handcuffs and go and arrest them. Do you have evidence to place the killer at the crime scene? And then for each of these, you're like, pick the thing that you found that shows that's true.
Oh, so that could be like your fingerprints or whatever.
Exactly. Where's the killer live? Have you located the murder weapon? All that kind of stuff.
Right,
so let's go and see. So we've now got
that is very in depth for something that is completely procedurally generated.
So we're trying to go to 1301 Bellow Suites. So let's just quickly see if I can.
I'm pretty sure that was where we just were.
I think you might have been right.
Not the exact room, but it's the same building. I'm pretty sure.
I think you're right. So again, let's just quickly go to. Oh, this is companies. This isn't buildings. I think you're right. I think we were just in that. If I can now remember where it was. Is it this? Hey, Bellow Suites. That's handy. 1301. So let's just do. And even stuff like this is really cool. Like
working elevators.
Yep. 1301. So there's also
that's
So there's also like a time thing in here. So if I get here really early, which I think I might have, although that call did come in quite a while ago, one of two things might be happening. Either the cops might not have got here yet, in which case you can get in and do your work before they have a chance to mess some stuff up.
Oh, because you're private, right? So they're not exactly going to want to.
Yeah,
okay.
Oh, so here you go. So hey, crime scene. There's a person and police officer. And you've just kind of got to wait until they're not.
You know, talk to them and be like, hey, I've been hired to do this.
Oh, I haven't been hired. I found this murder on a police scanner. I've not been hired by anyone.
I thought you were hired. Okay,
no, no. If I solve the case...
So you're literally like an ambulance chaser then. You're just like,
totally.
oh, fuck. And, okay, sure.
But if I hand this in, I get a bunch of money. So, like, there's a very... It kind of classes itself cyberpunk, but it's kind of like a light cyberpunk where, like, there's an intro movie, if you start a brand new game on a brand new world, that is like, there's basically like a PepsiCo style company basically runs everything, and you'll see their stuff kind of everywhere. So it's like very kind of corporate control style stuff. But in terms of like, you can just make some money by just solving cases, is definitely a thing you can do. Nobody saw me. It's cool.
sprint past the cop.
Yeah,
And
so it's only highlighting because they know I'm. Well, they don't know I'm here, but they can. Can I shut the door? I really want to shut the door. There we go. Cool. Okay.
not suspicious at all.
No, not at all. Let's see. Here we go. Okay.
Oh.
So a couple of things immediately.
That looks like a name scrawled on the wall.
Yeah, possibly a name. Possibly it looks like it's actually may have gone through the wall.
That's
oh no,
good.
it's gone around the wall. S paid. That's
Yeah.
maybe a thing. So that could be a number of things. Oh, that's literally just a book. I thought I was about to discover if
Yeah,
it was
that
like
stood
secret.
out. No, you're right.
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
right.
yeah.
It is.
So let's analyze this cadaver. So bullet wound
From an 8mm. Okay.
from
really low
a
caliber.
8mm 932. Oh, continue search. Time of death between 1830 1945 and Monday, January 2nd. Okay, cool. So we've got these things.
Wait,
now.
hang on. What?
What?
You as a private detective analyzed that body and you were like, oh yeah, the time of death down to an hour. That's
really good-
like you need like really special training to be able to do that.
Hour and a half. It's fine. It's all good.
Okay. Take
so
print, I guess.
Yeah.
Useful.
So we'll take the print. Cool. So we now know definitely that fingerprint is theirs.
What fingerprint? Like, how do you know?
It's added it to.
Oh, will it tell you if you like scan the? Okay, sure.
Yeah. So there we go.
Okay, type B. Okay, sure. There you go.
It's so some stuff like that. That's like, again, early access, but like I feel like it should have created that already as soon as I got a fingerprint.
Yeah,
I don't know what they look like. So we've now got a photo, fingerprint, age.
Surely you can get their name. You're in their house, like.
So yeah, we're about to get that. So let's have a look around. Hey, oh there you go.
There you go.
Work ID. Cost effective
Bing.
group. That's the thing we should probably look at. There's a name. Added the
That's
name.
the name. The QA technician. Oh.
Okay, cool. Good to know. And it keeps saying like, hey, adding like here's what we've got about this person. Check their purse. Just strip credit cards.
Yeah.
Organ donor cards. Okay. Blood type B. I don't know if that gets added or not, but that's useful things. Okay.
I guess scan for fingerprints, I guess?
Yeah, let's have a look for fingerprints.
Might as well.
So we know their fingerprint.
Yeah, we know type B is.
So
there's
stuff
one.
like type C. So
Type
that's
C.
a new fingerprint.
Ah.
So we know that somebody else has been here that's not them. Now it could be totally fine. It could be totally okay. They could have roommates. We don't know. But
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was gonna say they could have a partner or whatever.
And that's their fingerprint.
That's
okay.
theirs. Okay.
So there's like fingerprints everywhere, right? Oh, okay. More of their fingerprints. Oh, a key.
A key.
This is the key for this apartment. Okay, that's fine.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, lots of fingerprints there. So let's add some more. Wait, why is there a gun icon? Am I missing a
You're missing a gun there. The gun.
prop gun
Oh.
from Call Up Grieving? Oh wait, I didn't mean to actually just steal from them.
Just take it.
But
This might be useful.
I think prop gun to the film set of Call Up Grieving. I don't know. Just let's get rid of that. So again,
Birth control pill. Did I say birth control pills?
yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yep. And again, like anything you can just add to.
Good for that. Yeah, that's good for them. That's...
So how do I? Oh shit. On pen. Thank you. So the other thing as well, like if you miss a bunch of stuff, it keeps a record of everything you've looked at in here. The last 40 items you've looked at. So if you miss something, pinning something, you can stick it in here.
You can
and
find
it.
Yeah.
Let's look at their computer.
Can you not add whatever this word on the wall is to some sort of?
Not really. I mean, you can take a photo of it if you've got a camera and add it. So I don't know if that is relevant. Maybe that you can use that as evidence. I don't know. I haven't tried that part of it yet. Okay, so there's two names on this computer, which is interesting.
H. Walsh, yeah.
H. Walsh and L. Shao. So, I keep doing that to try and get that menu. So we don't know anything about that yet. Also a safe. One thing I really like that is like a very video gamey thing that I kind of appreciate that they've done here. Well, two things. One, there's like straight up TV shows that just play.
Yeah.
Like, and it's all these like.
I like his hard-boiled detective show.
Totally.
Yeah,
it's all the same show.
Oh, money.
Yeah, I mean, you just steal. Again, it does the immersive thing of like, yeah, if you take this in red, so you're going to increase your fine for that. Let's see if there's anything useful around here. Sometimes they got
box cutter
hammer. Nothing too weird. Oh, they
Is
get
there
shot by a gun, right? So
I was gonna, yeah, they've got a gunshot wound, like
yeah.
unless the gun is like in the sink where it's trying to be cleaned or something.
Oh, here. Okay, so they've got a work rota up here.
Holly
Holly
Walsh,
Walsh.
that's
This is
the
a
other person.
different person. That's their other person that
That's
obviously lives
their
here.
roommate, I guess. But...
Yeah, possibly. Although I haven't seen one. I've
Well,
only
that was
seen
the other
one
name on the
bedroom.
What was the other name on the computer?
Yeah, but I've only seen one bedroom so far. So maybe
Well,
partner.
yeah, sure, partner maybe.
Um.
Very weird layout for a flat.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's.
Nothing in the bathroom. Oh, I can use a towel to dry myself off. I was wondering about that. So it's got stats effects or like general stats effects.
Like
so
you saw the cold one.
Yeah, so it has cold, so you can get wet if you're out in the rain and stuff like that. There's a lot of dresses just lying in the floor.
A lot of the same dress.
Yeah, I know. Bedside tables also a usual good one. I'm just gonna. That'll probably come up. Business cards.
Oh, business cards.
Cost-effective grip, so we know that much.
Our business card.
Yep. Just money. Our business cards.
That'll be Holly's.
Holly's, yeah. Ming Street Social. Okay, I'm gonna just keep that as a thing, just in case.
It's a bar. She seems like
Ming
a
Street
bartender.
Yes, that would be retail owner. Retail owner. So she
owns the bar. Oh, okay.
Interesting. Spectacles. Tobacco. Okay, so one of them's a smoker, one of them isn't. Beta blockers. Stuff like this as well is really interesting. So like, there's like file boxes, and each one of these is a document. So like,
God.
Here's a
Jesus Christ.
prescription for the beta blockers that we found.
God, she's on beta blockers and insulin. Jeez.
And insulin, yeah, for treatment of high blood pressure and diabetes.
Oh yeah, 'cause she's diabetic. Yeah. Okay,
And again,
that makes sense. Okay.
This is a person.
Tiffany throat. Yeah. Oh,
Is a person.
Oh God.
That I can.
Thibodeau.
Thibodeau, sure. And chief medical officer. These are all people. This is all people and places in the world that you can go to. And then let's just look. So it's got. Oops. It's got. There's their employee agreement.
Yeah, the contract. Yeah.
Contract signed. Where they're signed from.
Love seeing a contract that has the words immediate dismissal on it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
There's the employee for the cost-effective group. Opticians. There's their.
It's their fucking prescription.
There's their prescriptions.
Jesus Christ.
So they definitely wear glasses, which is useful to know. They both wear glasses.
Yeah, we knew that as well. Yeah.
Tenancy agreement.
Tenancy agreement. Yeah.
Which is I assume for both of them. Yep.
Yep.
Bank statement.
Bank statement
also useful.
might be useful. Yeah.
I'm just gonna pin that just in case. And this is Holly's. Yep, Holly's. Okay.
Wow, this is like ridiculously in depth.
Yeah, there's a lot.
This is like this is really cool. Like this is a super interesting
like
thing.
it's again like it's got its flaws. Just like there's like little kinks in it, obviously, like just stuff that doesn't quite work the way you intend it. But the base level stuff that's here is kind of incredible.
Yeah,
and it doesn't.
It's weird. It's wild that this works. Yeah.
And even it doesn't like obviously like there's only like I said it's like 4 city blocks of city. But it feels way bigger than that because there's like a bunch of these like 13-story things. Like there's a bunch of businesses that are there. There's basements, all this kind of stuff. So let's go and try. So what have we actually got there? So we've got another fingerprint we don't know. We've got an entry wound. Couldn't see a weapon. We didn't find a gun, right? It was a prop gun. It was definitely a prop gun, right? Also, like, this thing around them also pretty weird. Oh. Hey.
Oh God, it's a cipher. Jesus Christ.
Let's play Gasmounts. Okay, I'm gonna keep that as well and go over there. So you can start to see how some of this. And again, I've played like 3, 4, 5 hours of this right now, and I've never seen that before specifically, like that kind of like cryptic thing. I was really hoping there was a code somewhere. Oh, they've obviously rifled through drawers as well, which is interesting because I didn't do that. So there's stuff like every person in the world has one code that is for like their safe, their computer, their everything. So once you get that code, then you can start opening up like more of their life and seeing more into where hiding place. Oh, also you can hide because people will try and like if people come home, yeah, and stuff like that. I was really hoping there was a code so I could get in the safe and the computer and stuff like that because the computer stuff's interesting as well. But it doesn't seem like. Oh. Oh, 97, 95. Okay, cool. Good to know. Okay, there's nothing here. I need to get out now. Is that person... Oh! Didn't see shit. So yeah, I'll kind of leave it there, because the next thing I would probably do
wild,
is... The next thing I'd probably do is go here, right? See if I can get more
Yeah,
information
go
about
check
them,
their
'cause it's all
work
I've got.
and
Because we know they're not there right now.
I
Which is
would
interesting.
also potentially go and try and find this Holly character and
Holly
confirm
also...
that other...
Yeah.
Well, I want to confirm that other fingerprint is hers, not somebody
also
else's.
true. So if I... Actually, you know what?
Handwriting sample! Oh my god.
Oh yeah, you can get the handwriting,
Yeah.
which is interesting as well. Because obviously that note that I wrote, that
100%
I
should have taken the elevator. You're on the 13th floor.
Oh, you're right. I forgot it was the 13th floor. I thought it was the 3rd. Yeah, so stuff like that all seems... And everything... I haven't seen any of this... In terms of, like, the systems, none of them are broken so far. Like, everything so far has led me to at least something useful. And like you saw, even when we looked at the job board at the start, like, there are a bunch of different types of cases as well. Like, so
of course, yeah.
So, like, there's a bunch of them, like, get this envelope. There's a bunch of, like, go beat up this person. There's like, firearms in this game as well. Like,
yeah.
There's a whole bunch of stuff in here.
The thing that I worry about, which
Yep.
I assume doesn't happen because this game seems like it's well designed,
Yes.
is that you get to, like, proper dead end level.
Yeah.
Like, there is, like, you get to a point and there is, like, nothing you can do.
So I've seen...
I assume that can't happen, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
So if you go into, like, the Steam community for this game, there's a bunch of people in there that's like, hey, I got to a point that I just don't have any way of progressing. And about half the time, somebody will go, sometimes you have to try this thing. And it'd be a thing I'd never even... Like, the only reason I found out about the telephone exchanges was because I got into that situation where I was just like, I've got a phone number, but it doesn't go anywhere and nobody picks up. Like, what the fuck was I supposed to do? It's like, oh, buy those telephone. Like, there's always a solution I've seen so far.
There's always something to do, yeah.
So a lot of it is just learning, and like, you're gonna fail a fucking lot in this as well.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And at any point, like, also it's worth saying, at any point you can just go, like, close a case and just be like, I
picked this person as the killer.
Exactly. Yeah. You can pick a person, and also you can just go, I'm just done. I can't do anything. There's a bunch of stuff I haven't been able to show.
Oh,
like,
can you go back to that for a second?
Yeah.
Is that like a thing you can break into to then see the CCTV monitor?
Let's find out.
So then, if a crime happened in the street, you could potentially...
Let's find out. Are you coded? Is this the thing?
Oh, wow. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, hold on. Come on. Okay. So, okay.
Oh, wow, you totally can. Jesus
so,
Christ.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of CCTV cameras. Oh, God, it's cold. Excuse the screen shake.
Yeah.
So what's useful here... Now, obviously, you can see, like, it being procedural, they only fill in the stuff that's useful. So a lot of them will come with, like, okay, here's what it was like on Sunday. Here's what it was like on Monday. And then here's a bunch of... The timeline at the bottom is usually, like, here's... like, useful things, people we found. So, like, here, it recognized this person that was on the CCTV, and you can get that. So, like, it will fill in what's useful.
That's wild. Okay, it's just this, like you were saying before, like, you will just keep discovering more systems that just have this whole thing, because that's, like, not an uncomplicated system, right?
No,
to keep track of all that stuff.
How do you even do that?
Yeah, right? Exactly. And it is part of this thing that is in a large world of all of these systems kind of meshing together and working together. This thing's kind of incredible. Like, it's kind of an amazing thing.
It's kind of astounding. I'm surprised I haven't seen a lot of people talk about it. Like, it kind of came out of nowhere.
I've seen some random streamers that I know have played it, but it's not got, like, big mass appeal or whatever. It's just, like, a couple of people have been like, because they're like, it's a couple of streamers that are known for just, like, picking stuff up and trying it. Yeah. So, but yeah, it's definitely wild. Yeah.
It's definitely not for everyone. And again, it being early access, like, even the shipping with that tutorial mission, it's very much an introduction. A lot of it you kind of just have to figure out. And, like, just as another idea, so this is the vending machine in the City Hall. Just a bunch of stuff here. Door wedges so that people can't get through specific doors. Really handy.
Oh, sure.
Handcuffs to actually arrest people.
Arrest
Cameras
people.
to take photos that then get added to your board that you can then use as evidence. Code breakers will get you past like one.
A splint, like for if you
when
get hurt?
you get hurt, it's got a damage
you break
system.
a limb. Okay,
Yeah. Straight
Truncheon.
up weapons. Bloodhound tracker is a tracker for a person. So if you attach that tracker to a person, you can follow them home.
Yep.
Grenades, armor,
Ballistic armor.
Yeah, like in case stuff gets real bad. There's just so much stuff
Where
in
do you
here.
get a gun? Like where do you?
I've only ever found them in other people's houses.
Yeah,
I've never actually been able to pick one up.
Yeah.
They don't. I mean, why would they give you a gun, right? Who the fuck are you?
Oh yeah, you're just a person. Yeah, okay,
Exactly.
Sure, yeah. I keep forgetting that you're just a guy. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll probably leave it there because I could go for hours on this thing. It's already showed
I'm sure there's
stuff.
a lot
but,
to
like,
look at. Yeah.
And it's getting regular updates already. It's had multiple patches. There was one big performance improvement patch that helped, some edge case stuff. It's getting updates. They've got a roadmap on their Steam that says they're doing another big content patch sometime during the summer. I think it was like July, August, where they're just adding more types of cases, more systems, more stuff to do. I don't think they have a final date on it yet, but like even what's here is kind of astounding.
Yeah, it's incredible. Yeah,
it's
really
kind
impressive.
of incredible what they've managed to pull off, and there's definitely
What's
some room in here for...
what's the dev team like? Is it like one person or is
It's a pretty small team.
Okay.
The Steam post where they talked about the last update, their lead was on holiday or took a vacation for a couple of weeks, but their lead programmer was still going. Their artist was doing some stuff. It seems like it's a pretty small team, but it's not one man. But it's pretty small.
Right. Okay.
Also, just I'll leave it at this. So the sync clinic. So you can either find them or you get them as rewards for some cases as payment. There's a straight up like this is your upgrade system. So this isn't going to show anything, I assume. But
sync disk.
Yeah. So you get straight up like giant floppy disks essentially that you shove into your brain.
I see.
And some of them are like upgrades you'd expect, like, hey, you move quieter while you're crouched and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But the last time I did this, I finished the case and got a disc that was, I can't remember the name of the cola brand that's in this, but whatever the big cola brand that owns a lot of the thing, it's a cola brand spokesperson where it opens up a dialogue option with every person you talk to that was like, hey, you really look parched, you should go have a cola, and you get $2 every time you do it. Like that kind of shit. And it's just like...
That's wild. Yeah,
wow, okay, cool, that's excellent. There's also... Oh, hey, there's a sync disk. I mean, they're expensive, obviously. Hold on. I saw this written down and I don't believe it. Oh, wow, shit, you totally can.
Oh god, there's a procedural newspaper. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, also you can use it for hiding. But there's stuff in here that's like, hey, so there's a for sale sign there with a box number that maybe you can go buy. There's a bunch of like people who have died. There's obituaries sometimes in here.
There's like the name of the person that discovered the body. That's like pretty useful information.
So again, also a useful thing to find, right? It's like, okay, now you can go look up that person. And then again, most of that stuff gets added in here as well, or you can look them up and then add them and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's just kind of wild what happens in here.
That's crazy.
It's so cool. And also, I'll also say this is the medium-sized world. So there's a small, medium, and large size world. It takes quite a while to generate, which is why I'm using this world I've used a couple times before, and also because I know the layout. But like, you can generate some pretty big worlds, and then it gets more complicated, more people. I know there's a performance patch, I said, but like, I haven't had any problems with performance. I mean, I'm on a pretty decent PC, but by no means state of the art. So like, it's working pretty well, and it's just a cool thing that they've built, and there's a real hope that this could turn into something really, really cool. Yeah, so Shadows Die, it's out on Steam right now. It's early access again. There's roadmaps and stuff that you can read about it. And yeah, that's us. Thanks, Callum.
Thanks, you.